Can anyone define a ratio for me? Mamata. Let's say I have a circle. I divide it into equal 4 parts. Pardon my handwriting. I am using a bad stencil. What is the ratio of this part? I mean, what is the area of this part?
1/4.
1/4. What is the area of this part?
1/2.
1/2. So what are this 1/4 and 1/2?
Ratios.
Yeah. So this means that this small part is 1/4 of that of the whole circle. So if I write area of this part, or let's call this P1, area of P1 by area of the circle is equals to 1/4. Right? We can also write, this is same thing can be written as area of P1 is to area of circle is equals to 1:4. We've all known fractions since like I think 6th class. So my ratio is just another notation of a fraction. So that being said, you know how to simplify fractions? I have something like this whole part is my P1 and this is my whole rectangle. What is the ratio of area of P1 is to area of rectangle? Vinay? How many small boxes is this P1 area made of?
2 boxes.
2. So how much is this whole rectangle made up of?
8.
8. So my ratio is 2:8. But like in fractions, can you simplify it?
1/4.
So I write my fractions always in the simplest form. That is, you can try to divide it as much as you want and write the simplest form here. Right? One more thing about fractions is that you always find out fractions between measures of same units. Let's say something like I have 2 kgs of rice and 3 liters of oil. What is the ratio between these both? Bhavani?
2/3.
2/3. That is 2:3. Can we write like this? No. Okay. We always make ratios between same units. That is, let's say I have 2 kgs of rice and 3 kgs of wheat. Only then you can write this as 2:3. Okay. And we'll take a different example also. I have 2 kgs of rice and 300 grams of corn flour. What is the ratio between them? Are kgs and rice the same and grams the same unit? They are of the same family of units. They are both weights only. But you should always come to an equal point. That is how to convert your kgs into grams. Nida, how many grams is 1 kg?
1000.
So this will become 2000 grams is to 300 grams. So my ratio is 20 is to 3. Remember, the ratio should be of same measure of units first of all. And after that, the same units also. All right, you can't compare between 2 human beings is to 3 dogs. No. Or 2 kgs is to 3 liters. You should not take ratios between different units or different kinds of measurements or different units in the same kind of measurement also. All right. So we'll start with problems. If we come across any hurdle in between, we'll stop there and we'll go back. All right. Okay. We have tried to simplify, or before this, we'll see a smaller one. My ratio is 1 by 2 is to 1 by 8. How can you simplify this? My ratios, I prefer my ratios to always be in terms of integers, okay? If I have something like 3.4 is to 4.6 or 2.4 is to 4.8, convert it into fractions first, right? 2.4 by 4.8. Remove the decimal. How to remove the decimal?
Into 10.
Yeah. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. 24 ones, 24 twos. So I want to write it like 1 is to 2. This is my simplest form. So how to simplify this? All of you try to do it on your own. I'll give you 2 minutes. After that, we'll see. All right.
Four is to 1. 4 is to 1.
All right. So how do we do that?
1 by 2
By
into 8 by 1.
denominator we should first equalize, ma'am. Equal.
Yeah. First of all, make the denominator equal. You know how to do LCM, right?
Yeah.
So what is the least common multiple here? 8. So try to make this into 8. Right? 4 by 8 is to 1 by 8. Then you can cancel off the denominator. So my simplest form is 4 is to 1. Vinay, did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, super. Now, okay, who were we looking at? Vinay,
Really, ma'am.
can you tell me the simplest form of this ratio? Then, what is the first thing that we should do? And it's still there? Vinay?
Ma'am,
Yeah. Did you get the answer to this?
2:1.
What is the first thing that you did?
LCM.
So what is the LCM for this? Two and 3, so it is 6. So I'll multiply the numerator by 3. So what did this become? 9:2, right? What did you do? Can you tell me where you went wrong? To make the denominators equal, we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same factor, right? That is 3 here. And 2 here. Right? Vinay, did you understand what I did?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone else?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
we move on to problems? Yeah. So, take a minute. Tell me what is the simplest ratio of this. So, instead of 2, in this we have 3 terms in your ratio. So, you have to find the simplest ratio of these. Lavanya? Okay. Anyone who's done with it, please tell me the answer. Or tell me the first step of what to do. Bhavani, what is the LCM for these 3?
24, ma'am.
24. So what should the first one be multiplied by? Mamata? Nida? What should the first part of the ratio be multiplied by?
8.
So denominator into 8 and numerator into 8. Perfect. Vinay, second one.
Hello.
Yeah.
1 into 3.
By?
8 into 3 divided by 8 into 3.
Okay, super. And Nandini? What will the third one be?
1 into 4 divided by 6 into 4, ma'am.
Okay, thanks for speaking up. So the denominators are all the same, 24. So my numerator is 8:3:4. This is my simplest form of this. All right. So we'll move on to actual problems that will come in your exam. I'm hoping that this won't come, but yeah, this might also in your 1 mark problems or something like that. So Mamata, can you read out this problem for me?
Hello? Yes, ma'am.
Can you read out this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The ratio of the number of boys to the girls of girls in a school of 720 students is 3 is to 5. If 18
Alright.
new girls are admitted in the school, find how many new boys may be admitted so that the ratio of the number of boys to the number of girls may change to 2 is to 3.
Alright. So we'll start off this with this problem only. So how many total number of students are there? He's saying 720. Right? Now they are in the ratio of number of boys B is to girls is equals to 3 is to 5. We know the ratio. So how can we find the actual number of students? Actual number of boy students and girl students? Whenever you are taking a ratio, always it is a, let's say, if this is actually 720 students, right? Let's say there are 200 students. Number of boys and girls are equal. They are in the ratio 100 is to 100. So what is your final ratio? What is the simplest form of this ratio? 1 is to 1. Right? So you won't get this actual value from this. So what we do is take approximate. Always there is a I'll take like this 50 is to 100, 50 is to 150 is the ratio. What is the simplest ratio here?
1 is to
1
3.
is to 50.
So this is 1 into 50 is to 3 into 50. And we are cancelling the common factor out. So this became 1 is to 3. But when I am given 1 is to 3, I need to find what this thing that I cancelled is. I need to find out what the common factor is. So common factor we'll always assume as x. So we'll assume that this ratio is actually 3x is to 5x. And x we are cancelling it out. So if I have 3x and 5x, what do we know about this? Sum of these both is equal to total number of students, right? So 3x plus 5x is equals to 720. True? Then what is the value of x? Nandini?
91.
X is equals to 720 by, retrace a step. 3x plus 5x is equals to, because x is the common factor, 3 plus 5 is 8x. So if 8 goes to the opposite side, what does it become? It is multiplied here, so it becomes a
Divide.
divided by. X is equals to 720 by 8. That is 890s. Right? So if x is equals to 90, what is the number of boys? 3x. 3 into 90.
270.
Number of girls?
450.
Super. Right? Now he gave a condition on top of this. Then what happened? Neela, can you read it out for me? What happened after we have these many number of boys and girls? Start from here.
If 18 new girls are admitted in the school, find how many new boys may be admitted so that the ratio of the numbers of boys to the number of girls may change to 2 is to 3.
All right. So number of boys, number of girls admitted are 18, he's saying. So what is the new number of girls? $450 plus 18. That is
460.
468. Right. Now he is telling that some extra number of boys need to be added so that the ratio will become 2:3. So the next extra number of boys being added, let us take it as B. So what is the existing number of boys? 270. He's
270.
saying, so 270 plus some extra number of boys is to 468 is the new number of girls must be equal to 2:3, he's saying. Is this the condition that he's asking for? Yes? Does it make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Vinay? Did everyone understand how we arrived at this equation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
me what is the extra number of boys that we need. So we have like this, you can cross multiply. Three 270s, 810 plus 3b is equals to 2 into 468.
B equal to 42, ma'am.
B equal to 42. So what is the answer to the question he's asking? How many new number of boys may be admitted so that ratio will change to 2:3. So how many new number of boys need to be admitted? 42 new number. Yeah. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want to do one more problem like this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Because I don't have a problem, I'll give you a problem on my own. Let's say it's the same scenario. There are 300 Okay. It's legible, right? You're able to read my handwriting. Tell me if you don't understand any word, but this is the problem. I'll give you 2 minutes. Solve and tell me. Anyone who is done can unmute yourself and tell me the answer.
Fifty, ma'am.
So, initially, what are the number of red and black balls?
50, 150, ma'am.
50, 150.
Sorry, ma'am, 250.
300 balls, right? So, I have them in the ratio 1:5. So, 1x is to 5x. So, 6x is equals to 300. Right? Now, what is my new condition that they're asking for? 50 plus some number of red balls, I'll call that R, by 250 is equals to 2 by 3. I don't think this is going to be an even number, as in.
It is going decimal, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. I think there's something wrong in construction of my problem, but that's okay. Still tell me.
Hundred and 16.66, ma'am. Hundred and 16.3.
350 by 3. Okay. That's the fault in my construction of the problem. It has nothing to do with you. So anyone who got this answer, yeah, you did it perfectly. Thank you. Is my screen visible to you still?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm losing my power today a lot. All right. Now let's do something else. Or this is too much description. Read the question once again. How many red balls need to be added and black balls be removed so that I have equal number of red and black balls and the total number of balls is not changing? Yeah, anyone? The initial number of balls is still the same. I have 50 red balls and 250 black balls. Then what happened? One thing we have to realize in this is that he's asking that my total number of balls stays constant. So how many number of balls we increase in this will decrease in that. So my condition will be 50 plus x by 250 minus x, so that this becomes 1 by 1. Right? So again, cross multiplication. Minus comes to the other side, it becomes plus. So 2x is equals to 200 and x is equals to 100. So if you remove 100 black balls and add 100 red balls to this, you'll get a equal ratio of both the balls. Does that make sense, Nida?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bhavani?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we'll move on to actual problems. Okay. Who read out the last problem? Okay, Nida, can you read out this problem for me?
A monthly incomes of two persons are in the ratio of 4:5, and their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 7:9. If each saves rupees 50 per month, find their monthly incomes.
All right. So both are saving rupees 50 per month. You are all commerce students. So you know that income is equals to savings. So can you tell me the equation for this condition? My monthly incomes are in the ratio 4:5. So what can I take that the actual monthly incomes will be? So when we don't know the main number in the ratio and we only have the simplified ratio, like I said, you always take 4x and 5x are my monthly incomes of the two people, right? And how much are they saving? Each person is saving 50 rupees each, right? So my 4x minus 50 is equal to, or let's reverse this equation. If income minus expenditure is equals to saving, income minus saving is equals to expenditure, right? Same equation. This is the expenditure of the first person. What is the expenditure of the second person? Mamata?
5x minus 50.
5x minus 50 is equals to expenditure of the second person. Vinay, what is he saying the ratio of expenditure of two people is? Yeah, what is the ratio of expenditures of the two people? Their monthly expenditures are in the ratio 7:9, right? Vinay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So tell me, E1 is to E2 is equals to
7:9.
7:9.
9.
So 4x minus 50 by 5x minus 50 is equals to 7/9. Right?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
36x minus 450. 35x minus 350.
Now, what is the value of x?
X equal to 100.
Yes, super. If 35 goes to this side, plus becomes minus, and minus 450 becomes plus 450 if it goes this side. That 6 minus 35 is x, and 450 minus 350 is 100. So, value of my x is 100. Yes? Okay, so what did he ask for? What are their monthly incomes? So, what are their monthly incomes? 4x, that is 400 and 500. Right? We'll move on to next question.
Yes, ma'am.
Super. Now, who did not get to read the question yet? Bhavani, did you read the question till now?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, read it.
The ratio of prices of two houses was 16:23. 2 years later, when the price of the first has increased by 10% and that of the second by rupees 477, the ratio of the prices becomes 11:20. Find the original prices of the two houses.
Right? So, from the previous questions, I'm assuming you know how to answer this question. Just that you won't get the actual, you have to find the actual prices of the two houses. Right? Come at the conditional statement, come at the equation that he's asking for. Unmute yourself and tell me. All right? First things first, ratio of prices of two houses are 16:23. So to find out what the original prices of the two houses are, what should we take? We should take an unknown x. So there will be 16x and 23x. So go forward from this. Sorry, what is the equation? You don't need to tell me what the actual answer is. So what happened after 2 years? Price of the first increased by 10%. What is 10% of, what is the price of the first house? 16x. What is 10% of the price of the first house? 10 by 100 into 16x. So price of the first house increased by 10% and that of the second increased by 477. So 23x plus 477. When this happened, ratio of this new prices became 11:20. Right? Is this the equation that we need? Ida, are we at this point? Or are we beyond this point? Anyone who did not come to this equation? Bhavani?
I can, ma'am, I didn't understand why 16x came again here.
So he's saying that after 2 years, price of the first house increased by 10%. Right? 10% of what? 10% of the price of the first house only. Now if it is 100 rupees, it increased by 10 rupees by the next 2 years. That's what he's saying. So that extra 10% is this. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Vinay, did we commit this equation? See, in any problem, or not only in ratios and proportions, any problem in maths, read the question and commit this equation. If you define the condition and commit this equation, after that it is just computation only. And you know how to do that very easily. Right? Coming till this point is the biggest hurdle. So try to understand the question and write this equation. That will be your major goal. Vinay, can you tell me what is the value of x here? Yeah, anyone?
And I got x as 53.
X as 53.
53.
Okay, that is 17.6x by 23x plus 477. So this is 99x is equals to, I unnecessarily calculated this. Let it be 477 into 11 only. So x is 477 by 9, that is 53. But what is he asking for? Find the original prices of the two houses. So that is 16x and 23x. What are the original prices? Tell me how much these both are. Are you done with this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Lavanya? Okay. So I just want to make one thing clear. We are going very slowly today. We can go even slower if anyone of you is not understanding anything. I just want to say something. This is not something that we'll be seeing again and again, the same topic, right? We'll be moving on to the next topic. Sometimes your next topic might be dependent on this topic. So if you have any doubts anywhere, it's okay. Unmute yourself, pause me, and ask me to go back and teach you. Okay? We'll go at the pace of the last person to understand. Okay? So that won't be an issue. We have a lot of time. And also, if you say that you understand something, that means if I give you a problem like this again, you should be able to solve it immediately. Right? That's what understanding means. That means you don't understand just this problem, you understand this topic. And next time you come across a problem like this, you should be easily able to take it up and solve it. Right? Is it all right? Stop me whenever you want. Okay, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, super. Yeah, so at this point, there is something called, let's say I have a ratio of, I'll take my 2:3. Seems to be my favorite today. The duplicate ratio of 2:3 is 2 square is to 3 square. All right. This is the name that you have in your textbook, that this is a duplicate ratio of 2:3. That is, you square on both the sides. The subduplicate ratio of 2 square is to 3 square is 2:3. All right. Did you get both the names? Duplicate and subduplicate. Same goes again. The triplicate ratio of 2:3 is, any guesses? Bhavani?
2 power 3.
2 cube is to
3 cube.
3 cube.
3 cube. The subtriplicate ratio. Okay, this is such a useless name, but you have problems like this. The subtriplicate ratio of 2 cube is to 3 cube is 2:3. All right. Also, you have a few more, what do you say, laws when it comes to ratios. Those are, or I think we are done with ratios. Okay, that will be moving on to proportions. So tomorrow or whenever the next class is, we'll start off with proportions. That is kind of an extension to this. That's why I'm moving it purposefully to next class, because I want you to remember this topic when you are going to the next topic. So we'll see like 1 or 2 problems on this and then move to proportions in next session. So tell me, what is the duplicate ratio of 3:5? I'll call you out. Okay, Bhavani, what is the duplicate ratio of 3:5?
3 square is to 5 square.
What is 3 square is to 5 square? Tell me the simple value. As in, give me the numbers. Don't give me 3 square is to 5 square.
9 is to 25.
9 is to
25.
Super. Okay, who is next? Mamata, what is the subduplicate ratio of 16 is to 64?
16 is to 64.
Yeah, subduplicate ratio. What is subduplicate again? Square root of these both is the subduplicate, right? What is 16?
4.
4 square is to 64 is
Square.
8 square. So my subduplicate ratio is 4:8. That means 1:2. Okay, always you should give me the simplest form as the answer. Okay, Vinay, you are up next. Keep your calculator ready. What is the subtriplicate ratio of 27:8? Again, what is the definition of subtriplicate? If cube is the triplicate, cube root is the subtriplicate. So when I'm giving you a asking you for a subtriplicate ratio, that means there will be some cube of this thing. I mean, this is the cube of something. Vinay, I want this answer from you.
Cube root 3, ma'am.
Cube
Hello.
Cube through 27 is?
27.
Cube through 27 is 27.
Hello, ma'am. Cube root 3.
See, cube root, I will tell you. 3 cube is 27.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Cube root is this. Cube root 27 is equals to 3. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Root means you are reducing the number. Cube means you are multiplying the number 3 times. So now tell me, what is the ratio? Cube root 27 is 3. What is cube root 8?
2.
2, ma'am.
Okay, super. Now, what is the triplicate ratio of 5:7? Triplicate means you have to multiply 3 times.
125 is to 343.